Hello and welcome to all. This stage is a key rendezvous for the general classification favourites. With the Col de la Biche, the Grand Colombier and the Mont du Chat, there are no less than 3 all-category climbs on the menu. With a total of 4,600 metres of vertical gain, there's no doubt that this stage is crucial in the fight for the yellow jersey.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
Counter-attack inside the peloton. There will be 2 and 1 point for the mountain standings.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push! The counter-attacking group can't be allowed to merge. Otherwise, there'll be too many of you and the peloton will continue to ride hard. You should perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you.
There will be 2 points and 1 point towards the best climber classification at the top of the next difficulty.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
The next difficulty is listed as a Category 4. There will be only 1 point to be scored towards the best climber classification.
You're coming up to the intermediate sprint. Keep your eyes open. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint.
The riders are beginning the ascent of the first all-category climb of the day, the Col de la Biche, just over 10 kilometers of effort, with an average slope of 9%. There will be points of the first 10 to the top of the mountain pass. The first will pocket 25 points, while the 10th would only pick up 1 point.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponent. The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
The riders will climb the Grand Colombier by its steepest side. Nicknamed the Directissime, the riders will come up against a slope at an average of 22% in the middle of the climb. A moment of true bravery.
Guys, the most difficult percentages are next. Courage. It's the same for everybody. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The intermediate sprint is approaching, but there is little chance that the candidates for the green jersey will be able to score points at this stage of the race.
Yes, there's not a lot going on. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race.
The Mont du Chat, with its 9 kilometers of slope at an average of over 10%, will surely decide the day. Even if the finish is not at the top, it will be difficult to make up ground on the descent leading into Chambéry.
He's virtually taken the white jersey from us. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing.
Vamos, chicos.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Vai, vai, vai! Allez, on lâche rien, je continue! Keep going, keep going!
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. You've got 1 minute 30 lead on the group with the favorites. The group with the favorites is 1 minute away.
And the descent is on.
He'll be the new polka dot jersey. He can no longer be caught today.
At the bottom of the descent, there will be a little over 10 kilometers before the finishing line in Chambéry.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Allez, allez. Schneller, schneller. Vas-y. Allez. Los, los, plus vite. Plus vite.
Come on. It goes up a bit, and then it's all flat. You can handle it. Go. You're going to win.
Only 10 kilometers left for the head of the race. The road to Chambéry is now totally flat.
Come on. 5 kilometers. You can do it. The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line.
He tops the standings and will receive the
We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is... Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general class.
Hello everyone! With a finish located at ArnZ-zz, there is no doubt that today's winner will be a climber. The route, however, upsets custom, because the climb will be via the Col de Sarenne, and not the 21 hairpin bends that have made the reputation of ArnZ-zz.
Forza ragazzi.
If the climbers are in their element today, the sprinters will still have an opportunity to score points for the green jersey, because the intermediate sprint is placed just before the first ascent. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work.
The first riders have reached the intermediate sprint.
The breakaway can't widen the gap. If some are feeling restless, this pass can allow them to attack from far out, to destabilize the leaders. The first rider to the top will score 10 more points towards the climber standings.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind. Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have Team Com.
The Côte de Sievoz now waits the riders. Ranked as a third category climb, there will be 2 and 1 point for the mountain classification. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way. Tension will start rising. If the Col d'Ornon should be a formality for climbers, the next installment will be of a totally different nature, with the ascent of the Col de Sarenne. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group. The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. Here we are at the foot of the climb of the day, the Col de Sarenne. 13.5 kilometers on a slope with an average of 7%. A climb that will have the final word, even if the finish is not at the top. If today they are to climb it, most riders first discovered this mountain pass in a descent during the 2013 Tour de France, a downhill ride that took them to the foot of the Alpe d'Huez for a second ascent.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Bravo! Allez les Français! Allez les gars! Allez les gars! Allez les gars!
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Vas-y Michel!
The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end. 1.5 minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
Vas-y Rigoberto.
Bravo les gars! Continuez comme ça!
Allez Romain.
The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group. The end of the climb follows a small, narrow road. Staying up front will be key in order to react immediately to any attacks.
Continuez comme ça, allez! Allez les gars!
On est avec toi Fabio.
Guys, go!
On est avec toi. On est avec toi.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
On y va! Allez, on y va! Plus vite! Plus vite!
Bravo, bravo. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Oui, allez, allez-y. Forza ragazzi, con là, dai.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The lead riders are now going over the top.
The polka dot jersey has enough lead to be sure to keep it today.
Dai.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The riders up front have a 1-minute lead on the favourites group.
He is all smile.
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually... It's the final stage, guys. It'll be a...
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Given the short distance and the irregular terrain covered by the stage, we should be in for a lively race.
It looks like you're going it alone. Good luck.
Another one who's motivated to spend the day up front.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
For the moment, any breakaway has drawn a blank. Here is Mont Revard. It's not very steep, an average of less than 6%, but it's quite long, 16 kilometers. Nobody left on a breakaway. The first difficulty of the day is classified as second category. The riders will share 5, 3, 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents.
The next King of the Mountains summit is ranked as a third category. Only the first 2 riders over the top will score points towards the best climber classification.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. The next climb is classified as third category. There will be 2 and 1 point available towards the polka dot jersey.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The next difficulty is also classified as third category. The first 2 to the top score 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way.
You're on your way to the top spot of the white jersey standings. It's great. Keep going, kid. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. The first riders have reached the intermediate sprint. You're on your way to the top spot of the white jersey standings. It's great. Keep going, kid.
Courage les gars, allez plus vite.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
Good work. You've gone to the top of the rankings for the green jersey.
The riders are on to the final climb. The favourites will have to be well placed at the foot because right away there are sections at more than 10%. The slightest deficit could already prove fatal.
Super! Keep going!
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
Okay, I'll consume a speed.
Allez, allez!
Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
Vas-y, fonce, Michel. Allez les gars, courage. Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Allez les gars, courage.
Venga, chavales! ¡Arriba, chavales!
At less than 3 kilometers from the finish, the man in front looks to be heading towards a prestigious victory. less than 2 kilometers from the finish.
Super, keep going! Continue comme ça!
Vamos, chicos, muy bien.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line. Watch out! The yellow jersey is trying to get away. We mustn't let him.
Dai, dai, forza! Bravo, les gars! Keep going, keep going! Super, keep going! Vamos, chicos! Ein, Leute! Allez, les gars!
Forza ragazzi, continuate.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome. He will climb onto the podium. We can say that he tops the standings and will receive the traditional honor.
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all the favorites. We finish with the green jersey.